Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say.
Well, hello all, and welcome to another question and answer video with me, Truthslayer. As always, if you have a question or you would like something for me to comment on in the world of professional wrestling, send it my way. If I like it, I will use it, and I'll answer it here on the video. All I ask, keep it to one question per person. Let's get going, shall we? Oh, well, I guess I'll announce this now. I'm going to have a little contest, given the fact that I'm still trying to get all my subscribers back. So I'm going to make it a little more difficult than it probably should be. But to the person that is my 1,500 subscribers, so 1,500 subscriber, I will be giving away, you will get 2 DVDs, if you so like. Those 2 DVDs will be Phenomenal AJ Styles and Heaven Sent, Hellbound, the best of Christopher Daniels. I have 2 extras. Don't ask how, I just have them. So, I figured since I am trying to get my subscriber base back, that'd be a good incentive. So, to number 1,500, you will get that. I'll also post it on my page as well, but I just thought I would announce that here. So, anyways, let's get started. Would you say that TNA from 2002-2005 was better than ROH in 2002-2005? I would say they were probably better in ROH in 2002, 2003. So they're about even in 2004. I would say they were better in 2000. I would say that ROH was better in 2005. And myself, but 2002, 2003, I definitely would say I think TNA did put on the better product at that point in time. So there you go. Do you get any money from ROH by advertising their pay-per-view at the end of every video? No, I don't. I do it because I want to advertise ROH. They don't pay me. I've never talked to anyone from ROH. I don't work for them. I'm not Bill and Doug. Okay, hey Truthslayer, not to be like Bill and Doug, but will WWE be better if Triple H is WWE Champion after he beats Orton? And do you think this feud will be good like his past feuds, or be average, or be none, or be one of his worst feuds? What do you think? I don't want to see this. This is boring to me. This is just Triple H trying to, you know, be the man again. I don't want to see this. I've seen this already. I'm tired of this. I would rather see Orton and Cena feud until they can get Kennedy where they want Kennedy, and then see Kennedy and Cena feud myself. But, I don't know. Maybe we won't see that. That sucks. Hey, Truthslayer, with Samoa Joe working the October 25th Noah event, I had not heard this. This is great news in my opinion. Who do you want to see him wrestle? I'm hoping Joe vs. Misawa. I would love to see that too. I don't think we'll see that because this will be Joe's first time, as far as I know, working a Noah event, so I imagine he'll probably work at one of the lesser guys. I wouldn't be too surprised if by that point, if Morishima is not the champion, that he'll probably face Morishima, and Morishima will go over Joe the same way Joe went over Morishima, so there you go. Undertaker wins the Royal Rumble. Was it from there set in stone he'd win the title at Mania, or do they leave it up to chance and see who is more over and decide near the event whether he wins or loses? It depends. I mean, the things are always up in the air, really, to the day of the event until they go to the guys and say, you're losing, you're winning. Until the day of the event, everything's pretty much up in the air because things can always change for a variety of reasons. So, but for the most part, they usually have things like that planned out. Sometimes they do wait and see who's the hotter guy going in. It all depends on each individual feud and the guys involved, to be completely honest. I don't really follow the NWA, but now that they have the NWA World Heavyweight and World Tag Team titles back, do you think they will utilize their international members from the UK to Japan to help keep their world titles internationally recognized? I look at the title histories of these from their days around 1993, 2002, and can't find the information to show that the titles were being defended all around the world during these times and living up to their names. I can tell you they were. They guys like Dan Severn and a few other guys had the titles. There was a guy in Japan that had the titles for a while, so they were being defended around the world. But no one cared about who had the titles. So what are you gonna do? Yeah. I do. From what I understand, they are gonna probably defend the titles around the world. That is something they definitely want to do, and definitely and definitely should do, in my opinion. I think there are places around the world that they can do good business, and so I think that's a good idea on their part. Hey Truthslayer, I have a question for you. What do you think of the current state of the women's division in WWE and TNA, or lack thereof, a women's division in TNA? And what do you think about inducting Trish Stratus into the WWE Hall of Fame? I wouldn't put Trish Stratus in the WWE Hall of Fame yet, or anytime soon, because I think there's other women that have to go before her, particularly people like Sable, a few other women wrestlers, maybe even Lita. I'd probably put Lita in there before her as well, to be completely honest. I think the WWE women's division is crappy now. I don't think TNA is going to do a much better division. If you like women's wrestling, though, what I would recommend is, because they sell their DVDs at Best Buy, there's a promotion called Shimmer. They're owned by the same company that owns Ring of Honor. They're very good. I'd recommend checking them out. Also, on YouTube, there is an individual called Ring Mistress, I think is the name of the channel. It's in my subscriber list, and very good. Has a lot of Japanese wrestling, which is extremely good, and is the top stuff. So definitely look for that. Truthslayer, do you know how far behind the ROH shows are on the wrestling channel for people in the UK? I believe they're about a year to a year and a half. I'm not real sure, because every time that comes up, I get real confused. I get a lot of confusing answers. So it just kind of depends, but usually about a year to a year and a half. Hey Truthslayer, I want to thank you for getting me into ROH, and I was wondering if you could talk about the Colt Cabana homicide and the bottle of Drano. And what is Drano? I've never heard of that drink, because it's not a drink. It's a Drano. He put Gringo, so I guess he didn't quite understand what I was saying. But I was saying Drano, and Drano is a like sink cleaner type thing. Something you don't want in your system. Basically, I had to come out, pour milk down Colt Cabana's throat to make him throw it up. It's not good stuff. It was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in pro wrestling. So there you go. Has there ever been a perfect 10-10 or 5-star pay-per-view? If there hasn't, what is the closest thing you've seen to a 10-10 pay-per-view? As far as a pay-per-view, because I don't think the J Cup was a pay-per-view, the first J Cup would be pretty close. It'd be probably at like a 9.5. But also a Wrestle War 92 would probably be the only thing closest. That's probably the best pay-per-view in my opinion. So there you go. Where do you watch New Japan and Ring of Honor and all that stuff? Ring of Honor, I buy the DVDs from Ring of Honor's website, rohwrestling.com. New Japan I can follow pretty easily on here on YouTube. Most of the good matches are loaded up here on YouTube. So is most of the Pro Wrestling Noah's stuff. Same thing with Dragon Gate and a lot of other promotions around the world. So all you have to do is just look for it here on YouTube, and if you can't find it on YouTube, rohwrestling.com and highspots.com have a lot of DVDs for this stuff, so there you go. And hey Truthslayer, what's your take on the Japanese promotion Hustle? I love Hustle. Hustle is not to be taken seriously, folks. If you look Hustle because, hey, Truthslayer said Hustle's good, Hustle is a joke promotion. And it's comedy, it's great. In a lot of ways, I think they do things far better, sports entertainment-wise, than WWE does. I love it. It's a lot of fun, a lot of craziness. It's just a lot of fun, and it's very entertaining, and that is what a wrestling promotion should be. So that's all for this one, and I will talk to you guys later. So have a good one.
Let's ride.